Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to solve functions in C in HackerRank. So the task, let's read the task. Let's see the objective of the question first. In this challenge, you will learn simple usage of functions in C. Functions are bunch of statements grouped together. A function is provided with a zero or more arguments and it is executed the statements on it based on the return type. It is either returning nothing or something. You can see the simple syntax for a function: return type, function name, argument 1, 2, right? Then, for example, a function to read four variables and return the sum of them can be written as int sum of 4, int a, b, c, d, then int of sum 0, sum plus equals to a, because already having this is the sum function. So sum plus equals to a, sum plus equals to b. It will return the sum. Plus equals to add an assignment operator and adds the right operand to the left operand and assign the result to the left operand. You can see here. So the task here is to write a function int max of 4, int a, b, c, d, which reads the four arguments and returns the greatest of them. So the note here is there is not built-in max function in C. So code that will be rescued is often put in a separate function, example int max x comma y, that returns the greater of two values. So what they're saying is there's no built-in function in C of max function, right? So that's why we are going to use a separate function. You can see the input contains four integers a, b, c, d, and output have to print the greatest of four integers. And okay, and input out note the input output will be automatically handled. You can see sample input 3 4 5 3 4 6 5 and sample output is 6. So what was the let me just tell you in the simple words what is the task. So basically you have to write a function in C that takes four integers as input and returns the greatest of them. Okay, this task involves creating a helper function that is max of 4 that uses another helper function max to find the maximum value of four integers. So the steps in this problem that we're going to use is first create a max function. So what does this does is this function takes two integers and return the greater of 2. Then you have to create second step, create the max of 4 functions. So this function takes four integers and uses a max function to build the greatest of four integers. Then third, we're going to use the main function. Read the four integers from the input and call the max of 4 function with these integers, and we have to print the result. So you can see there's already some amount of code that's already given. So what I'll do is I'll delete this entire code and I'll do the complete code from the start. So that will be easy for you all to understand, right? So yeah, first obviously including the stdio.h. Then next is, now what was the first step? We have to the function to return the greatest of two values. So we are going to use a function, helper function, that is max. In this you're going to declare int x comma int y. So what does it returns? Return x greater than y, x from x and y. Okay, so we wrote the helper function here. Now let's write the function to return the greatest of four values, right? So for that you have to find int max. The function name is max of 4. We're going to use int a comma int b comma int c comma int d. That int max 1 max in A, comma B. Let's just copy the same and print it down. So first was max 1, where we checked the maximum value between A and B, and now using max 2 to find the maximum value between C and D. So then find the greatest of C and D. Then you have to find the greater of max 1 and max 2. So for that you need to write, you want to return the function from those two. Return the max value from max 1 max 1 comma max 2, right? First, what we did in four variables A and B, what we did is we used A comma B because we had to find the maximum of A and B, and max 2 to find the maximum of C and D. Then we are going to find the maximum final, which is the max of 4. For that, we're going to find the max function where we have to find the maximum of max 1. What is maximum? 1 or 2, right? Now, this is the function that we wrote, as it's on an inbuilt function, right? Now, main we come here and reading the integers from the input scanf values. Percentage D, percentage D, D, comma, and A, comma, and B, comma, and C, comma, and D. Enter. Now I have to find the greatest of the four functions, right? Int result max of. So this is the function that we created. It was not an inbuilt. So we wrote the function, you can see max of 4. So we are going to call that function here now, max of 4 of A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D. So what it does is it follows these steps. It first finds the maximum of A and B, then C and D, then whatever the result you have in that again it compares which is the maximum one. So this is what we are creating the functions in C. In this sum, we are learning how to make the functions in C. Now we took the inputs. Now we have to write the so we have to print the results, right? Printf percentage D, comma, N. Enter. Return 0. So it's supposed to be result. We're printing the results. So what we did is I'll just run the code and then explain the code to you all. Yeah. So congratulations, we have passed the sample test cases. So like you can see the why did we use the function max? The function max is it takes the two integers x and y and returns x if x is greater than y, otherwise returns y. Okay. So in this max function, what we did was int x comma y. So what it does is if x is greater than y, what is this function x greater than y question mark x colon y? What does it say is, if x is greater than y, then it will return x, otherwise it will return y. So what are the parameters here is first number x, second number y. It compares the two numbers, and if the left hand side is greater, then it prints that first. If it is not, then it will print y. Got it? Then the function max of 4. What we did here is we took four integers a, b, c, and d. So it uses the max function to find the greater of a and b, and then it throws in the maximum of 1. Then next what we did, we use the max function to build greater of c and d. Then it throws in the max of 2. Then we return the greater of max 1 and max 2 using max function again. So in main function, what we did is we read four integers from the input using scanf, and then we call the max of 4 function with four integers. Then we printed the result in printf. As you can see, we have passed all the test cases. Thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that it can motivate me to make more such videos. Thank you.